Yo, what is going on, people? This is it. This is the 10,000 subscriber special, people. You guys asked for it and you're getting it. As a thank you from me to you, here's the fun police build video. And we're going to take a quick look now at the skill tree real quick, if I can find it. There it is. Skill tree. Okay, so suppressor grenade, increase control, armor of light, of course, war machine, and then we have Titan Codex 1, focus on battle recovery and toughness, and of course relentless, increase the strength and duration of force barrier, and then we have Titan Codex 4, I believe, increase all attributes, and then last but not least we have untouchable, which is reduces the cooldown of the Ward of Dawn. Alright, so I've shown you the skill tree and now we're going to go into more detail with each perk of the defender. So of course we're going to start with the suppressor grenade, everybody's favourite. I'm going to show you a bunch of clips from Mayhem Rumble 9. And the first one is of a Void Walker getting suppressed mid Nova Bomb. As you can see, I lured him into the bubble. He got suppressed mid animation and then I punch him once for a kill. You can do the same thing to roaming supers like a Stormcaller, as you saw. And here's a Striker Titan. I lure him into the bubble. As soon as he comes in, he tries to smash. At that same moment, the suppressor grenade is detonating, so he gets suppressed mid slam. It's all a matter of timing. Now you can see this Hammer Titan is approaching. I throw the grenade where I think he will land, or near to where I think he will land, and then he's suppressed. So yeah, it's about anticipating where you think the enemy will be by the time the grenade will detonate. And again, here's another example of a Striker in the bubble, bait him in, suppress as he's slamming. It's just a matter of timing. Sunsinger, I throw the nade after he's dead because I know he's going to immediately self-res, at which point he does self-res, he gets suppressed and he's an easy kill. And one of the most important things with the golden gun, if you're going to try and suppress them, is you need to throw the grenade and then get into cover immediately so you can't get shot by the golden gun. You need to throw the grenade where you think the Goldie will, where will he go, well, where's his path going to take him. You need to throw your grenade in that area, which is what I do, and I hide behind cover and then I come out and I kill him with a sword. So yeah, that is how you use a suppressor grenade, at least in practice. It takes time to get used to the way the grenade works, of course, and it takes a lot of aim, more so than many of the tracking grenades that you have in the game with other characters. Alright, okay, so that's how the suppressor grenade works in practice. That's how you shut supers down. Now we're going to go into detail of how you can use this grenade in Trials of Osiris, which is a game mode that I played the most. Now, as everybody knows, people camp a lot in Trials, and what they'll do is they'll only push when they have a super. So here I hear a Stormcaller pop, and as you can see, he's about to come around the corner. I have the nade right in his path. He gets suppressed, he pushes forward, he dies. That's it for that team. Their entire game plan in that 4-4 round was simply to push with that Stormcaller and win the game. But with just a grenade, the Defender Titan can completely shut that plan down and turn the game in your favour. And again, I've got a couple more examples. It's 4-4, the enemy team pushes with a roaming super. I shut them down. We have no other supers of our own to counter, but we still win. Simply because Defender Titan has the power to change matches. Again, it's 4-4. The enemy team pushes with a blade, thinking we have no counters, comes straight into my grenade, and that's game over. We get the first pick, it's 4-4, and that's it. You win the game. Only the Defender Titan can do this. Only the fun police of the Crucible is capable of such a play. So that's suppressor grenades covered. Moving on to the jump that I use, that would be increased control for the ability to Titan skate. Right, okay, so onto the perk of choice for my bubble. That would be Armor of Light. And to start off with, what we're going to do is show you just what you can tank in an Armor of Light bubble. Those of you who can follow me for a while, you might be familiar with this clip. It's where I clutch a round of Trials using only my bubble and not firing a single bullet. What you're going to see here is if one guy comes in, he rockets me. I step out of the bubble, recharge my Armor of Light. Another guy comes in, rockets me. I do the same thing. I step out, I step in, recharge my Armor of Light. And as you can see, you can tank a single rocket and not even lose the entirety of your overshield in the bubble. Of course, the third guy comes in, he also rockets me, and as you can see, I'm well and truly alive. Now this clip, what it shows you is, first of all, the capacity to absorb insane amount of damage with the bubble. Second of all, it shows you that stepping in and out of the bubble immediately recharges the Armor of Light overshield. And thirdly, it shows you how clutch an Armor of Light bubble can be on the cap point in Trials of Osiris. Okay, in this next clip I'm going to give you another example of how you can use an Armor of Light bubble to your advantage in Trials of Osiris. So the scenario, I'll just lay it out for you, it's heavy round. Both my teammates somehow managed to get sniped out by one bullet, so they're both dead. Enemy team has heavy. I'm close to my bubble, so what I do is I stall until I have my bubble ready, and then drop my bubble on them. At this point, one of the enemy rockets me in the back, fails to kill me but kills himself. At the same time, I kill his teammate from the front, so that's 2 people down now. Just because I popped an Armor of Light bubble, any other bubble I'd be dead. I now have Force Barrier activated, I have a grenade charge ready. I throw a nade at him, I step out, I bait his remaining rockets. And at this point, he has no rockets, I have an overshield. Both my teammates' revives are there if I need them, which I don't. And I push him with the overshield and I get the kill and we win the round. Now in my opinion, on any other subclass, against 3 players who all have rockets, even if you had a super, it would be pretty much impossible to win that round. But with an Armor of Light bubble, I was able to make one guy suicide on me, kill his teammate, and then revive my own teammate, and then be put into a very favourable position from a very bad one. So I just showed you how you can use the bubble to recover a seemingly lost round. It was heavy round as it happens. I'm going to show you how you can more consistently win heavy round. I mean, if you had a few kills and you're running max intellect, you will get your bubble by heavy round. And what that means is it's a pretty much guaranteed win for your team, especially since there's only one heavy box on the map now in year 3. So as you can see, I put the bubble down, the enemy rushes. At this point I have a sword and they all get taken out by the sword. Easy kills, epic kills, and something fun to do is just kill people with a sword, right? Alright, what you're going to see now is the last thing I'm going to show you, which is how to use the bubble as bait. As you can see, that Striker Titan got baited into my bubble and killed by the sword. Now the trick to this is simply just to step out as they come into SAM. At first it might seem difficult, you might mistime it by a second and die, but I can tell you that with experience and once you've done it a couple of times, you can pretty much get it down and do this consistently. As you can see, they're constantly smashing right next to me, but because I'm on the other side of the bubble, when a smash impacts, I take no damage. Now bear in mind they run Aftermath. Most commonly it's Aftermath, so you need to make sure if you do kill the Titan to jump off the Aftermath ASAP. If you're running Shockwave, you need to, ideally you want to dodge to your left or right, otherwise you want to hop up and backwards. And if they're running, for example, Death from Above, in my opinion that's the easiest one to dodge as long as you have eyes on the Titan. I think I have a clip coming up in a second showing you this. You'll see the Titan is floating high up in the air. I know where he's going to come from. I step to my left and I take him. Okay, moving on to the choice of perk for the melee treat. My personal choice is War Machine. While Force Barrier is active, all your weapons reload and ready blindingly fast. So what this perk essentially does is whilst Force Barrier is active, it gives you insane handling speed of your weapon and absolutely crazy reload speed. So essentially what this does is it completely negates the shotgun nerfs to movement and handling and then increases them, say, tenfold. It's like having snapshot on quick draw on a sniper rifle, for example. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why would that be useful to me as a shotgunner? And the reason for that is the shotguns that I use, namely of course the Chaperone. So the Chaperone, it fires a slug, a precision slug, and it can kill at very long and extended ranges when you land a precision shot. So what this means is you're going to be aiming with this shotgun a lot more than you would with a regular shotgun. And due to the fact that you're going to be in pretty close quarter situations, you're going to need to aim in fast, you need to aim out fast and acquire targets very quickly. So the synergy here is that War Machine gives you very fast aiming speed, very fast reload speed, very fast, everything's just blindingly quick. And when you need to make those quick adjustments and land quick snapshots in close range, Having War Machine active really helps, and I think I can show you a few examples of that right here. So here's a scenario. There's two Guardians right in front of me. I pushed them, I killed the first two very quickly, and I've paused the frame here now. You can see a mid-slide here, and look how quickly I aim in and get the shot off. Okay, so that was a quick example of how War Machine greatly increases the performance of the Chaperone. Now I know you guys want me to do a very in-depth guide on this weapon, so that's what I've decided to do. So instead of going into great levels of depth of how this weapon works and why I do well with it, I'm going to leave that for another day. Even though I am fully aware that the Chaperone is, you know, considered a crucial part of the build, and it is for me personally. That is my number one weapon, my most used weapon, and yeah, everything about that gun is awesome, and there will be a super in-depth guide coming soon. However, there is another shotgun I want to talk about that really showcases the strength of War Machine, and it's the 4th Horseman. Now I know what you're thinking. Most people, when they see this weapon, when they see me use it when I'm streaming, or my teammates even sometimes, like, you're using the 4th Horseman, and you know, they question the choice for good reason. It has pretty terrible range, awful reload speed, truly awful. However, War Machine changes that. It gives the weapon crazy reload speed, and what this means is in close quarters against multiple opponents, it's absolutely devastating. And I'm going to show you with a quick clip now just what I mean. So as you just saw, I just dropped 2 Sunsingers in a matter of seconds. The reload speed is so crazily good with War Machine that it takes a terrible gun into a very unique and niche weapon where it has a role. If I know I'm playing people that have roaming supers, I can equip this weapon purely for the purpose of destroying them if my grenade's not available, for example. Okay, so moving on from War Machine, we're going to have a look at the exotic armor piece now. No backup plans, force multiplier, shotgun kills, trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. Now the perk that you use in combination with this armor is Relentless. Increase the strength and duration of force barrier. So what this does is it makes the force barrier last longer, which stacks with the no backup plans perk, which also makes it last longer, and it increases the amount of damage that you can withstand when you have the overshield active. So what I'm going to do now is show you a quick demonstration clip where Mr. Macalito is going to shoot me with a high impact sniper rifle, the Devil's Dawn. It's a maximum impact archetype of sniper. First he's going to shoot me without Relentless active, and then he's going to shoot me with Relentless active, and you're going to see the difference. So I'm just going to put on Bastion first, take off Relentless, and then we are going to get shot in the face by Mr. Macalito after getting overshield from his friend Silver. So now I have overshield, he shoots me with the high impact sniper and it kills me outright dead. Now let's put Relentless back on, let's get the overshield and see the difference. Tanked. I'm left with an inch of my life, but I'm not dead, and that is huge, absolutely huge. And it's a simple choice really to use Relentless over the other perks, because it just makes you much more of a tank, and a big part of this class is just being a complete tank. Okay, so before we move on to the final perk that we use for the Fun Police build, I want to talk about my intellect, strength and discipline, and how I have it set out, and why I have it set out that way. So I have it set to 5-1-5, 5 intellect, 1 discipline, 5 strength, and the reason for that is I want my bubble constantly. I want it constantly and always coming up, every time. And that moves me on to the last perk, which is Untouchable. Reduce the cooldown time of the Ward of Dawn. So basically I'm going to show you an example here of how I have my bubble, I use it, I get a couple of kills, and within 2 rounds I already have another bubble, and that is simply because I'm running 5 intellect and I'm running Untouchable. Also, Untouchable gives you an armor boost, which lets you run the maximum possible armor for your Titan, which, like I said earlier, is very crucial to be as tanky as possible. But yeah, I'll let you show you guys a clip here of how I get my bubble back instantaneously almost, and how clutch it is in this game here. So here's the scenario. It's 4-1 to them. I pop my bubble, I kill one of them, and then I capture the zone. It's 4-1 right now, as you can see. I get a little bit of super energy for capturing the zone. At 4-2, we quickly ended the round. I got a couple of kills, 4-3, my teammates die, I end up alone again, but I have another bubble. 2 rounds later I have another bubble, and the exact same scenario plays out, where I can capture the flag and take on multiple opponents at once. This was only possible because I'm running max intellect and the perk untouchable, so that is how I would recommend you set your Defender Titan up for Trials of Osiris. And that's basically the end of the build video. I hope you guys enjoyed me passing on my knowledge of the subclass. I've never done a video like this before, so I'm open to any and all feedback, positive and negative. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And yeah, that's about it really. There is one last thing I would like to talk about, and that is the t-shirt campaign. As you can see in front of you, the Destiny Fun Police 10k subscriber t-shirt. No fun allowed. T-shirt ships worldwide, anywhere on the planet, and it comes in black or purple. They are the 2 colors you can buy the t-shirt in. The campaign is going to last another 15 days, so you've got basically 2 weeks to grab this t-shirt. If you like the channel, if you just want to support me, or you just like the way it looks, well, there it is. I hope you like it. And once again, I'd just like to thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers and for all the support you've shown the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.